Okay, so my name is Fabien Lefevre. I'm a PhD working at CLS, a French company.
An oceanographer.
An oceanographer for sure, yes. Yeah.
Let's start with, because we're here at COP21,
Yeah.
how does oceans fit into the negotiations? Is it being included?
Okay, so at the very beginning, the ocean was forgotten, in fact, in this COP21. But I think that with the time, ocean is more and more important, is more and more taken into account, because today it's well known that the ocean is the real impact on the climate change. So today we have to observe the ocean more. That's why our company CLS, that is a company ruled by French Space Agency and the French Exploitation for the Ocean in France, and Ardian Private Equity Society, is working a lot in order to provide some information about the ocean from satellite.
Okay, so why the oceans is a really good indicator for what's happening overall?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Okay, ocean is a real part of the global climate system. So today you know that unfortunately ocean is going warmer and warmer. So you've got two main characteristics about that: the sea level rise plus the changing in the characteristic of the water that could impact, for instance, the tuna species that is moving a lot in the ocean, and that provides some problem for the fishermen, for instance, or for the managers that are responsible for fish stock management, because all the characteristics of the climate and the ocean are moving faster and faster, and that is changing faster and faster the characteristics of the oceans.
So right now, do we already see that effect now?
Yeah, sure. You know that there is first an impact on the sea level rise. We are talking a lot of this 3 millimeter per year sea level rise that is due to the warming of the ocean plus the melting of the ice pack in Greenland and in the Antarctic Ocean. So that's the first problem. The second problem with the warming effect is that it's changing the temperature of the water, and so it's changing the characteristic of the habitats of the fishes. So some fishes that were living in the equatorial band now is moving northern and northern. That is changing all the economy of the fisheries today. So on one part, some fishes are disappearing, unfortunately, but some fishing are moving in other species of the ocean.
So this is something I don't know. Are there solutions? I mean, obviously what they're trying to do with the conference of the parties is mitigate and adapt. Are there any solutions to help the oceans more directly?
The first solution, yes, is to protect the ocean, because the main problem of the ocean is that you've got part of the oceans that are the exclusive economic zone that are ruling by the different countries, but the other part, the main part of the ocean, is to nobody. Okay, is belonging to nobody. So this part of the ocean, the pelagic areas of the ocean, must be protected a lot. So this conference of parties, 21, is very important for me, because it will help in order to provide some new rules about the non-belonging part of the ocean today. So yes, it's very important that all the countries are confident in one single paper, one single rule to be applied in order to protect the ocean.
So it's important to have oceans in the agreement so that it doesn't get...
Yeah, definitively. It's like the atmosphere. Atmosphere is to everybody and to nobody. Ocean is exactly the same. And so because it's coupled between ocean and atmosphere, we have to rule that by a inter-country rule party. So unfortunately, ocean is polluted a lot today. It's polluted first by temperature, unfortunately, so sea level rise, etc. It's polluted by carbon dioxide, yes, the thinking of the ocean, and so it's changing a lot the characteristic of the ocean, because there is a kind of acidification of the water masses, and acidification of the water masses is changing the characteristic of the water, and the fishes or the coral reef or let's say marine mammal, or are impacted by what we call the pH, so the acidification of the water. So it's very important to observe a lot this acidification of the ocean with the carbon dioxide. And satellite can be a part of this system in order to observe this changing of carbon dioxide that is sinking, unfortunately, in the ocean more and more.
It's interesting because I think of or at least I used to think of carbon dioxide as like something in the air. But
Yeah, it's not only exactly.
It's very slow moving.
Exactly.
So we
slow
don't-
motion of the ocean will impact a slow acidification of the ocean, but for a long period of time. So even if we are stopping to acidificate the ocean now, the impact will last, let's say, 10, 20, 100 years after.
Wow. So even if we stop emitting all CO2
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
the oceans will continue to
That's
warm
it.
and
That's
continue
it.
to.
It's a kind of, the ocean is like a sponge. It's absorbing all the pollution of the human activities. So we have to be very careful with this ocean. The impact is slow, but it will be hard when it will start to impact a lot the human activity, fishermen, activities at sea, etc., but also on land.
Yeah.
Citizens' Voice.
Citizens' Voice.
Citizens' Voice.
Citizens' Voice.
Citizens' Voice.
Citizens' Voice.